Alright, welcome back to the continuous on the stove. So what I did was swapped it from there to there. Still was overheating last video. So my option was to take this check valve that was here, but I was showing that the arrow no, it was like that. It was like that. This threaded into there, and that there. This arrow was pointed that way. Check valve, Taiwan. So, not sure if it's in there backwards or not. Figured the arrow would be flow, right? But if you look down in here, I think it goes backwards. So I think I stuck it on here, and this one check valve was wrong. And I stuck it on there, and the check valve was wrong. So all along, I think my check valve was a problem. Let me see. Let me see. Well, it was pointing the wrong direction. Plus, there's a restriction because it has to go down to that. That doesn't push down. So it must go. So which way does it work? Works both ways. Maybe it's just bad. It does say Taiwan. I thought the Taiwanese was supposed to have better parts than the Japanese, but maybe, I don't know. That guy's making noise though. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're at 136 right now, and I don't even have the door open over here. The door set up to come open because that water was hot. That water's hot. I didn't do a video on it because it was I figured if I showed that hot stuff, somebody would comment about, you know, you're gonna burn yourself on that stuff. So that's where we're at now. These are the plugs that were in there. I was going to put them back in, but not yet. Not yet. Maybe in the spring, whenever that shows up, we can maybe then we can lost what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. But I was able to flush this out a little bit more. Running that water all out of everything. And whatever was just a gushing on this guy. Whew. As you could tell. But, and I took this lower bracket off here that's bent, and I got the tin for that, so I got to weld that together. And yeah. Alright, I'll get back to the other thing I was doing today on my day off. I took a day off because I'm very upset the other day at work, and so I was just very upset. So I said I'm going to take Friday off. Yeah, what I was going to do, take Friday off. Welcome back. A beautiful day. 70s. November. Hard to believe. So, little update on the wood stove. She's running at 151. So, as I wanted to do and couldn't do, I had this line hooked up to this guy. but I couldn't get the fitting loose, so I opted to go on this connector. So finally took this hole off, and water was all over the place, and so I took it out of there, this whole fitting out of here, and water was everywhere again. And so I took it apart, put it back in here, and threaded in the bottom of this guy, and now she's working right. So there is a difference between how you set these guys up, even if the picture doesn't show it. This one here, line here, has to match up with this one here, which is the second one in the middle. That one. Now if you run this next pump setup here, you'll probably either have to be with this one or this one. I want to say this one and this one have to be together. And then this one here and that one. You run 3 zones. Just so you know, in case you happen to be watching this video and wonder what the heck is going on, why it's overheating. So it took me a while and talking to another guy, and just keep trying until I figured it out. So water levels right there, which is okay. Alright, so that's that. And then I started doing my little rain sheds here. And my son brought it to my attention that the snow load is not going to be okay with these little furring strips that I cut. And yesterday evening, I'm not sure exactly what time it was. Big thunderstorms, and didn't hear the lightning, but the rain was just coming down, and seen a little bit of that stuff there. Follow came through, and yeah. And you couldn't see any puddling on the ground at all, but this battery didn't have very good luck the last time I videotaped. So it looks like I resolved my wood burner issue. Finally. Switched her from there to there, which I wanted to in the first place. So now she's nice and warm at 148. Sweet. Doing my building. Got her nice and plumb there, as you can see. It's nice and plumb. I had to put that in there last night because that storm was coming in. I figured I might rip that right off there. My quality of building. I gotta wait for some more 2x4s to put in this guy here and make some more fur strips. Metal's all cut, so that'll keep me from getting wet. Ran up and cut the mother-in-law's cottage lawn. It was supposed to be out of control, and yeah, it wasn't out of control. Stopped by my buddy's junkyard, picked up a rim.